Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Neverdot. Sorry for the long delay between videos. I've been working very hard on getting my third book done called, I don't know yet. The title is a work in progress. I always get that done at the last possible minute because that's when I feel the nature of the book and figure out what it should be properly called. But it's coming along. Got most of the illustrations done. The story's already been written and I'm very excited to have it ready, hopefully for Comic-Con that's coming up in May. So I'm going to be at Comic-Con in May. Hopefully Ottawa Comic-Con. If you're in Ottawa or can get there, please come and see me. It's an awesome show. Very tiring as well. Now, I do apologize again for not doing so many videos. I hope to get more on schedule soon. Now, I'm also trying to do less editing so you can see more of the stupid bloopers that I make and misspeaks. So, let's get on to today. We're just going to show you the drawing that I did last week. It's just a potato guy, Logan, my favorite potato ever. He's very cool. And he's riding his fish. I don't know, he's always doing cool things because that's what that potato does. Does cool things. Isn't your potato cool? Let's go see what it looks like. So I'm going to slow this one down a bit so I have a bit more time to talk to you guys and explain what I'm doing. So in this sketch, we're going to be putting a... Whoa, that's too fast. Okay, the fish. I'm drawing a fish and I want to draw a creature actually, but I settled on a fish. It's going to be kind of a carpy thing with that little mustache, but something's got to be riding it because that's much more interesting. I don't actually know what I was going to put on the thing as a rider. I wanted something with legs because it's hard to draw like a vegetable riding it, but I don't know who else would ride it but Logan, the potato. So here we have a potato. Potato Logan is the coolest guy ever. Everybody looks up to him. Except they can't because he's really short and in the ground, so they have to look down at him. But you know what I mean. Anyways, so we're going to do the inking. The inking uses a very special ink. It's called pixels, and they stain your screen black because that's what pixels do. They're exuded from certain octopi in the sea, pixel pusses, and you know, you just gotta scare them, and then they squirt their pixels at you, and you just collect them. Yep, it's an expensive job, but it's worth it, as you can see. The brown pixels, I don't know where they come from. Going with the sort of a golden red saddle, because, you know, Logan rides fancy. I don't know what color I want the fish. Probably don't want it that color, actually. But, you know, whatever. I want the eye of the fish to be more detailed because it's huge and I can't just leave it boring. So we're going to try to add a texture to it. I don't really know if this is going to work out. Probably not. That yellow is looking a little okay actually, but the center's a hole, so it shouldn't be full of goop like I had it there. So now we're gonna change the fish color because I really did not like that blue. You don't want a blue fish because you can't tell where the ocean is and where the fish begins. This is going to be a highly multicolored fish. Sort of. It's again kind of a creature, not exactly a fish, so it's gonna have a different underbelly. It's not gonna be perfectly a fish. We don't want it like that. So we're just going to give it sort of an undertone and maybe an overtone. Save it frequently. And Logan needs a bit more than just what he has. So we're going to give him a flag, like he's riding into battle. The flag is not your traditional, you know, country flag. It's not rectangular because it's a banner. So it's going to be sort of triangular, make it look more epic, and to give it more, you know, shapes. So I really like doing, as a kid, I love doing the shape of the flags as they sort of ripple. That was just, the 3D effect of it just sort of blew my mind. So I just love doing it. Now, I got to put the grommets on there because unrealistic grommets, not worth it if you're drawing. Now, as to the design of the flag, that's a sticking point because I didn't really have anything in mind. I didn't know what to do. So let's try putting a star. I quickly realized I'm not very good at drawing freehand stars. So my OCD kicked in and like, it's sitting there. Do I want space theme for a flag? No, not really. No. Let's get rid of it all. No, this should be more of a generic kind of country-ish kind of flag. So countries often have 3 color bars. So we'll just go with that. And I should have put more thought into the lore, but we're just going to jam some, you know, water drops because, you know, vegetables grow in water. Water's pretty important. That's what they would like. And now again, I still don't like the color of the fish. It's really bothering me. But I also didn't like the yellow. So let's undo that. And fish have gills, so it's still kind of a fish. We're getting into the shading now. You'll see it's gray. The gray is actually changed to a sort of a highlight layer. It's called, I don't know, hard light. And it just allows me to do shading on it without modifying the actual underlying colors. So I can change colors in future. It's a lot easier to draw that way. And I've actually had to hide the color of the fish because it was getting in the way of me doing a fill of the shading color, the gray. It goes much faster, and I'll just turn on the color later. And that also shows you that it is a separate layer. And now, oh no, I see I've destroyed a little bit of that teardrop, and I don't think I noticed that when I was drawing it. Uh-oh. Whatever. That's just something for you guys to find out. Sometimes this drawing program gets a little bit stuck, and it causes me to draw a sketch across the screen to ruin part of my drawing. So we're getting a little details on the eye, and he's looking vapid and cute, like I like all my fish. The backgrounds I often have trouble with because I'm not an expert at drawing backgrounds. So we'll see how this one goes. This is a very desolate area, probably in the desert, which doesn't make any sense because it's a fish. And a potato riding a fish in the desert makes no sense. So we're just going to have it jumping off into the ocean. Again, I don't think I'm particularly good at drawing water either. I really should have pulled up a reference for water, and I'm just free braining it. I don't know. Drawing what I think water should look like, and I'm not really happy with this. This looks terrible. So we're going to try to hide this as much as possible. So I'm just going to tone it down, maybe add some depth to the water, a little darker blue. I'm going to come back to that. We need to liven up the terrain, make it a bit more green, and add a little bit of a depth. So I want it to be more like a cliff where it's falling off a bit. So we're just going to put in a sandy beach a little bit. Still not that happy with the background here, but you have what it is. I mean, I can't spend forever on this. We're going to make it more green, try to harden up the edge. Not sure how much beach I should have. Glad I got rid of the stupid ripples in the water because they looked terrible. And I really like doing these trees in the background because they're fun. I like doing the fractal kind of branch structures, and then also having my cheat of putting in the little leaves, as you'll see in a second. There we go. Leaves! They're all 3D. They're not going to be 3D in a second because these are background leaves and I don't want them there. And the 3D effect actually takes away from it because it doesn't fit. So I just fill it with the same color as the trunk, so they're in the background. They're silhouetted. And they look kind of nice. So then we get the reflection, which is much brighter. I don't know why. And we're getting a little shadow. The shadow is going to be switched to be hard light again as the other thing, so it looks like it's casting a shadow on the ground. And yeah, I almost forgot to make the top part of the thing shaded. So there we go. That's the final drawing. All right. So I hope you enjoyed me drawing that weird thing. This is not a good outro. See, this is what I would usually edit out, and now you're going to see me thinking about how to end the video a little bit more competently than I just did. Can't think of a clever thing to say at the end of it, so I don't know. I just like Logan. I like putting him in weird situations. He's an adventurer. He's kind of like the Indiana Jones of vegetables, or tubers. Is he a vegetable? You know, I've looked that up so I sound more competent. And yeah, so also, and yeah is a great way to finish a sentence and not look like you don't know what you wanted to say next. Also, other ones are like, dead pause, or that's a dead pause as well. So, until next time, see ya. You know what this is? This match has never done anything wrong in its life. Do you know why? It's a match made in heaven. Thank you for watching this potato fish video. If you liked it and the lack of editing, then please like and subscribe. Every subscriber is immensely helpful. Thank you, all of you, for subscribing. I tremendously appreciate it. I will see you next time in the water.